the new emote there from S4, the Slaggy emote. What is up, guys? I'm sorry I've been away for so long. It's been like 6 days since we last had a stream here on lichess and Twitch. International Master Will Paschall. We got the pony emote and the Slaggy emote going on, so that's cool. Soltigo, good to see you. Everyone that's watching, hopefully the stream is broadcasting okay. We're broadcasting from a new location, a new old location. Last summer, actually the last 2 summers, I did the stream from the Wiki Tiki room. So we're gonna do it from here. 25 players and 40 time control. So this is it. Host a new simul. Okay, standard chess, 40 minutes, 40 seconds, 40 minutes extra time. The simul games can last up to 3 hours. So I want everybody to realize that if you agree to play in this thing, which I'm about to start in a moment here, you've got to promise. Everyone is going to promise to play the whole game and not quit unless there's an emergency. What's up, S4, Merle, Dixon, Soltigo, Asterbait, my faithful friends? What is up, guys? Are you ready to get started? I assume that all of you guys are playing. Alright, we've got last stream, I think S4 and Asterbait made donations, 610 and 49 bits. Thank you guys for being very supportive of the stream. We're good to go here, so we're going to start this simul up. Create simul. Sparkle Horse 2462 classical rating. Merle Dixon, thanks for the donation, 100 bits. Get it started here. Lots of pony emotes from Asterbait. So I'm in a slightly different angle. This computer is on a different desk, a different table, and it's a little bit lower. I'm just kind of getting used to working from a slightly lower angle. Maybe I'll actually put something under my computer to make it more like the same. But for now, we'll leave it where it is. All right. So, behalf of the pub, welcome back. Thanks, guys. We've got our Discord channel, Pub Slaggy, on the Discord, so you guys can check that out. I'm looking very handsome with the collared shirt and t-shirt combo. Bob, I don't usually do that. You know, I'm very faithful. I never do the collared t-shirt. I mean, the collared shirt and the t-shirt combo. Normally, it's like always either the collared shirt if it's hot, or the collared shirt with the wife beater underneath. But I don't know. I made an exception today. Bob immediately picked up on it. Very, very sharp, Bob. You know, there's no arguing that you probably won't see me with this combo too often. JCS just resubscribed. I should say resubscribed with a tier 1 sub. Alright, guys. So we're going to take all the subscribers first. And then we're going to pick up our regulars. And we're going to fill it up till we got 25 players. Just like the last couple of weeks. Oh, man. But I'm drinking my coffee here. I get really sleepy in the afternoon. This has been the same, I guess. I don't know. I had lunch a couple hours ago. I don't know. I guess just food coma. I used to have the excuse that I had like jet lag, but that's kind of getting old since I've been here for over a month. So basically, I can't stand losing. You probably shouldn't play people who are like 1,000 rating points higher if you can't stand losing. You can expect to lose. Alright, but one of these days you're not going to lose, Asterbait. That's the cool thing. One of these days you're going to nick me for a draw or beat me. It may take 50 games, but I bet you it's going to happen. Alright, let's take our subscribers. Asterbait, Bob. Alright, Jacob. Thanks, guys, for subscribing. Merle Dixon. So whoever's a subscriber will take first. Get that out of the way. Efidov, good to see you back. S4. That's all the subscribers we got for right now. We'll keep an eye out for more subscribers. 25 players. What's up, Tushar? It's Christmas. Christmas with a Hungarian spelling, the SC. That's kind of funny. All right, the stream looks good. We've got the webcam. We've got microphone. Koto, add Koto. Is Koto a subscriber? I'm just adding the subscribers first. I don't think Koto is a subscriber, is he? Lord Jesus. He's just a regular. We'll go to him next. I want to get the subscribers in first. VIP. And then some of our regular. JCS, thanks for the 100 donation. Thanks also to Merle Dixon. You guys are awesome. Who's that? I'm trying to make time. I'm getting Lord Jesus and Koto mixed up now because they're both like... I don't know why they're confusing. Why is that? Because, well, one is Chinese and one is Japanese, but that's not really the same. Alright, actually, Koto is like from Albania, but he likes manga or something. Alright, let's get it started here. So, Bombist, Dimitri's like a regular, Lord Jesus is a regular. Save a Dog has played a number of times. I wouldn't call him a regular. How many times have we played Save a Dog? 8 games. Almost a regular. We'll give him like regular status. Alright, Koto's a regular. And wubba dubba lub lub. Alright, then we've got 12 now. We're half full. A lot of people don't realize I'm streaming. Just my really regular fans know that I was coming back today. If you check out the stream page, you know, you'll see like I've had it up for the last week that the next stream would be today. Anyway, guys, good luck to everybody in advance. Please do not drop out of the simul or do not play if you don't have 3 hours. Did I change my hair? I just like brushed my hair. But it's not I think the last time I did a stream my hair was like wet. Email comes when I stream. Yeah, that's cool. So you follow me, you get an email when I stream. You took your first lesson. Thanks for teaching me. Alright, so what do we got here? More regulars, more subscribers. Any other subscribers? Who else? So I'm going to just start picking Badfish is almost like a regular. He's another streamer. He's been on here a couple times playing. Alexander Morzevich. That'd be awesome. Is it the real deal? The real Alexander Morzevich? He's from Iran. But he's 2,400 in Blitz, so I'm not touching that. It's a new account. 21 games. I really hope that people have like 100 games, and I will accept the challenge. Playing the simul. Grease Kid wants to play. Let's see what Grease Kid's got for games. If he has an established account, I'll totally accept you. Yeah, he's pretty strong too. We'll take him. Down to your last bit, literally. Kinetic Theory's here, but he says I gotta go. That's alright. Thanks for letting me know. Patser Nacional. We'll try to take some new people. Morzevich is not established. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Okay. It's a different guy. His Royal Duliness. Okay, guys, if you do get accepted, please just promise that you can... It's not the original Alexander Morzevich. But he's got 24, 28, and 21 games. Yeah, right. Alright. No, I just don't accept people with like less than an established account with like 50 to 100 games at least. Steve and Emily. Let's take them. Alright. This looks... What is that flag? Switzerland. I'm getting blind. Let's take the house. Looks pretty strong. Did we get him or did he disappear? He got in. Alright, 17 players. Anyone else who's a subscriber or regular to my stream? Steve. Steve we played some games with. Let's try him. Who else? The original Morzevich. Well, I mean, you know, Morzevich could be in Iran for some tournament or something for all you know. But I guess it just shows where you're from. It doesn't show like where you are momentarily. Now, I think Mubot banned all the bad words, but let's not try it out. Yeah, Soltigo. He's pretty thorough, I have to say. Let's see, Ray T. Gambit. That's the new account. 12 games, that's a lot. I can't trust you guys with under 100 games to not bail on me. I don't mean to discriminate, but, you know, I just have to put my faith somewhere. Santo Pedro. Childish. Poopy is not banned. Weenie is not banned. Slimy. Dungarees is not banned. Alright. So let's see what we've got here. We're going to be starting momentarily. But you guys have to swear and promise on your pinky finger that you're going to play the whole game, nothing but the game. So help you, eternal being. Etium. Yeah, Soltigo, I just picked Etium because he is kind of a regular. I don't always want to play the same people, but I want to reward the people who follow the stream regularly. Qasim from Iran. He's alright. He's got some bullet games. If I pick him, he better promise. See, he's playing like a blitz game at the same time. I want your entire attention here. Blind Lizard King is like really strong. Alright, we'll take him. He could be really strong. We need like a high-rated guy. E. Sterling. Where's that? Dominican? Alright. E. Sterling's kind of touch and go there with the number of games, but he's got about 100. So let him slide in there. Your last dumb comment, I know. I know it was a joke. It was directed at another. It's cool. We were just talking about the banned words. I thought it was appropriate. Okay, guys. Last call for anyone with a subscription to my channel here on Twitch. Sledgy on Twitch, you guys. Turkey Farm, what's up? Are you playing? See, now that we did all those banned words, the chat goes faster because there's like no words left. Turkey Farm, where are you? Tapir. Tapir like the animal. Turkey Farm, where are you? Testosterone, okay. So you got to get those late subscribers in. Guys, I have room for 3 more players. And if I play more than 25, it's just too hard. Quasim is playing Correspondence, he said. Okay. That shows up? Really? Wow. It shows up on the screen when you play Correspondence. That's weird. I never thought of that. Alright, let's try Quasim. We got 2 more. 2 more players. Any other last moment subscribers that want to join? Tushar, are you playing or is it too late for you? I'm about to start in a moment. Vendetta. Sarcastostrophe. At least he has a cool name. Sarcastostrophe. Sarcastrophe. Could at least pronounce it correctly. Alright. He's gone. He was serious. Clicked on his name, he like disappeared. Luis Juega. Luis, a little short on games. I like to see like 100 games, so I know you guys are gonna be like keeping your account and not abandoning it after this. I was looking at this guy. Alright, let's take him. He's pretty strong, 1880. And he's got enough games. We got 24 now. 1 more. Last call for anybody who's like a subscriber. Luis is wanting to play. He speaks Spanish. Well, I figured. But I was hesitant because of the number of games he had. He doesn't have like 100 games. You know, that's the only reason. I understand he speaks Spanish most likely. I know that. I mean, I did study Spanish in high school. So I should have stuck with it. I'd be like fluent by now. Eligora. Nefirov. Who is Eligora? Allegory. Eligora. Nefirov is recommending we pick Eligora. Alright. That's 25, guys. I'm just going to start here. Sorry for those of you I didn't accept. I'm playing 26? What? It just said I'm playing 26. How did I get 26? I was on 25. Someone like snuck in the simul against my will. Alright. A little bit of everything. No, I can understand a lot of Spanish. I really took it for like 5 years in junior high and high school. I wouldn't say I'm fluent, but I understand quite a bit. Alright. So, anyway, I didn't take Luis only because he didn't have like 100 games. I clicked twice. I sent someone in. Some lucky... I can't say it because Moobot like censored me. Snuck into the simul. Like, who's the lucky guy who got in? Okay, Max. Playing all different kind of openings. I try to mix it up. Merle, you better not call my bluff there. Okay, guys, so I try to comment a little bit, but when I'm playing all these games, it's difficult to treat it like it was like one game, and I can really I can I can pay close attention to the chat like as if I was doing like a one game blitz stream or something like that. So I will pick up occasional comments, but I can't guarantee I'm going to answer any kind of all the comments in the stream, obviously. Love the emotes. I love that like squid emote. That's awesome. Alright, against the house, this guy's pretty high rated at 2200. I'm going to try to play something kind of solid. Tarky Farm. Great to see you again. Thank you. Sorry to be away for like a week, guys. I'm back in full force. A little sleepy, though. I've got to have an excuse in case it doesn't go well. Alright. I think I'll wake up. I had a coffee. Hopefully it just needs time to kick in. Testosterone. Did you click names off the simul? Soltigo's not in. Why did I not pick you? Oh, Soltigo. I didn't put you in? I feel so bad. Did you click names off the simul? Soltigo, why didn't I notice you? That was weird. Soltigo. What am I gonna do? I like left Soltigo out. Oh man, I'm sorry, buddy. You should have said something earlier. You're like too busy doing moderator stuff, and I left him out. I feel horrible now. You selected me, but then I wasn't in for some reason when it started. And the other weird thing was like there were 26 people, so I did select you, and did I click names off the simul? I don't think so. I didn't click anyone off. That was weird. Yeah, I put you in like 4th, because you are a subscriber even. I mean, I thought like you were like the 4th person I put in. I must have accidentally, or do you think it was a bug? Did anybody actually see me like click and remove Soltiga from the simul? Alright, I don't know what to do with Nefta. We'll play like the Pierce defense. Something I haven't played against him too much. But I'm just taking like way too much time getting adjusted here, guys, to the new angle too. Like this computer, I'm looking at you from a new angle. My neck is like used to being at one different height, and I'm gonna have to like. All right. Dimitri's pretty tough. Steve and Emily, we have never played before. Try it. Unusual move order. Track of Fire just missed it. Sorry, man. Possible I was typing during the time you started. Might be a bug, but that's really weird. That shouldn't do anything. What would that do? I'm on your naughty list? Yeah, man. Alright. Bad Fish is streaming. I'm streaming. He's the only other streamer in the simul. You saw yourself inside. 2, you were playing another game or disconnected or a closed tab. 3, maybe someone can go back, replay, and see what happened. Yeah, that would be interesting if anybody wants to go to that trouble to see what did happen to Soltigo. I kind of had the feeling that I did put him in, but you know what? I don't think I would swear on it. I'm not that sure. All right, what are we gonna do here? We're gonna play some kind of mainline opening. I've got a couple of 2200 players. Potser Nacional. Yeah, he did play the Dutch against me before. Let's try to go more mainline. Soltigo, I didn't remove anybody. That's really weird, you know. Even ended up like one more person that was supposed to be than there was supposed to be. It's kind of funny. You know, that's really odd. So you were 100% positive. I don't know how you can get knocked out. Like even if you got disconnected, you wouldn't get knocked out, would you? I played the Nimzovich defense against Bombist, which is kind of dangerous, I think. I got a simul game like this. Trying to find something aggressive to play against the people who play like Knight F3 on move 1 is a difficult thing. Because I'm a person who plays knight f3 on move 1. I know how annoying it is. Probably you think it was a bug. I think the simul, simul probably needs to be cleaned up a little bit from the programming aspect, from the programming side of things. I don't really feel fully comfortable with the way it like goes from board to board. Sometimes doesn't seem quite right. All right, we got message deleted. What is this person? All right, why is this person? He's now banned. All right, gone. We're gone. Smith Mora. Okay, guys, I feel like I'm waking up slowly. Hey, the panda's here. Panda is in the house. Panda just wants to say, hey, listen, guys, promise that you're going to play the whole game and not leave. You're not going to leave the simul till you played the whole game, all right? And I'm not going to give you, he's not going to give you a draw just because you have a bad position and you say you've got to go, all right? Okay. Good luck. Bye. So the panda is the enforcer here. Enforcer of the rules. Bob playing the Queen's Gambit accepted, something we don't get all that often. Alright, so modern defense. Panda got a ban. The Panda account got banned using computer assistant. Well, are you sure they got banned for computer assistance? Or, could it have been another reason? I mean, they certainly didn't use a computer against me, Panda. So it's a little weird, but who knows? So Chigorin, and we've got Merle Dixon transposing to like the Kali system. Basically, we could have a lot of things: Kali system, London system, all that fun stuff. Okay, my brain feels heavy. Gotta hold my head up here. The angle that I'm looking at the screen is different than my usual streams lately. Gotta adjust. So it was yes tag for CPU assistance. Panda. I'm so disappointed in you. I mean, what kind of lover of Panda would use computer assistance? So Potts are Nazi are gonna try to get a Stonewall. We've got the Nakamura attack here from Max 2004. Known as the center attack. That was the way that David Bronstein named it. Alright, Etium. You want to play like some kind of Alekine's defense reversed. I know that I'm not pronouncing it right, Nefidov. Or your name as well. I have my American way of saying things, and then I have like the correct way of saying them. And I know that there's a difference. The Mora Gambit. So you can't promise you won't leave the game early if push comes to shove. The missus calls, you're out, of course. We know who's in charge. Alright, I know how it is, man. The Badfish. Now, have we ever played this variation before? Because all I know how to play is like Queen A4 check. It gets really old after a while. Do I have two Mora Gambits, or is that just like... Alright, now Bombas, I don't remember if we played this before. I played Knight B8 against somebody. Got the Rossalimo. I really need some other line against this Rossalimo. It's starting to drive me crazy. Just always playing the same variation with D6. I have to try something else because getting really boring, but I don't feel like... Tushar Kende, there's the American way and there's the right way. Is that really a meme? The American way of saying Alekine's defense, which we know is wrong. But we just keep doing it anyway. Because it's just ingrained. That's the way that everybody said it to me when I was like a little kid. And it became ingrained. Then there's like the correct way. Alright, yes, it sounds like a good meme. The house. We're going to stick with our mainline Queen's Indian. Super Babanati says, why did you not accept in the simul? Probably because like there was a lot of people I couldn't accept. Since there were like twice as many people as I can play. The other reason would be if you had like less than 100 games. Alright, Lizard King. Lizard King seems pretty strong. We're going to stick with the Sicilian. I'm not going to play bishop g4 here. We had this g6 discussion last stream. So there could be a reason, Super Babanati, or there just could be like no reason at all. All right, e4. Nefedov, what are we doing? The Pirtz defense. All right. Oh my God! Don't even get me started on the. Oh yeah, the pronunciation. We won't start with that. Nefedov gets ticked about that too. Okay. I'm just glad to be back. Passive move by Stephen Emily with e6. So I guess then, in that case, I wonder if I should just play knight c3 and then think about, whether to play g3 or develop my bishop outside the pawn chain. Testosterone, the modern defense, which I don't really have anything special against this defense. It's superb Abanati, not Babanati. Okay. I apologize. I'm a master of pronunciations and reading comprehension. Bishop d7 here. People, you should capitalize the A or something, See, that's the problem. How can I know? How can I know that? I had this account Mr. Serious, but I just didn't capitalize the S, so a lot of people call me Mrs. Erius, There's nothing I can do about it. All right, Queen f3. So now we don't have too many choices. We're going to go with the knight f6, I guess. Cully or Mr. Coffee. Wait, this is our game with s4, right? So that's the second strong player I reached that position against. Spectacular Camel is a big knight c6 fan. He's not here. Nimzovich defense fan. Not here. I think he was here. Thought he was here. That's weird. Against the house now. I played this rather lame Queen a4. Alright. His Royal Doodliness. Well, yeah, he's played c3 and e3, which is kind of harmless. So I can play b6. Now d4 from Sterling transposes to a different line altogether. Who's this Max 2004 guy trying to mate an IM for moves? He's obviously, seen some of Nakamura's games with Queen h5, so he decided to give it a whirl. If Hikaru can do it, I guess anybody can try it. Alright, that doesn't make it good, but you can try it. Merle Dixon now with the Cully system. Not the most aggressive setup in the world, but not bad. Playing our classical Pirtz. Anyway, guys, thanks for supporting the stream. We had donations from JCS, Merle Dixon today. Awesome, guys. I know I've been away all week, and I want to make it up to you guys with some good streams coming up this week. I'll be back tomorrow at the same time, 4:30 p.m. EDT. Yeah, Mrs. Erius. That's what my friend said, because it wasn't capitalized. The M was capitalized, but nothing else. So that was the joke. How could you know? Sort of a stupid joke, but whatever. Did you read the news title, Nakamura adopting Komodo on Father's Day? Okay, weird idea. Eligora just did what I was crossed my mind with white a minute ago. He's doing a fianchetto with the knight on f3. And the knight is slightly better placed on e2. But it's playable for white, I suppose. If I try bishop g4 right away, then strike with e5. You better make it up. Thank you. Thank you, Robin Gambit. Alright, bishop f5. That move is some sort of sacrificio. May not be so bad. If I go queen b3 as e6, queen takes b7, knight bd7, and I'm basically going pawn grabbing for tempi. It sounds like a game show. Pawn grabbing for Tempe. Is it worth it, you know, at the end of the day? I also have Queen F3. But on Queen F3, he can just play, you know, a number of moves. Bishop B4, Queen C8. So Queen B3 feels very greedy. Interesting. Interesting. It almost makes the move look reasonable. Like Queen B3, E6, Queen takes B7, Knight on BD7. Very strange link by Blind Lizard King. I wouldn't, you know, recommend necessarily clicking it. Queen B3, E6, Queen takes B7, Knight on BD7. Then we have to like spend a tempo running away. But it seems principled. I don't know. Let's grab it. Okay, so Knight E2. Yeah, this is the standard Nakamura thing. The Knight E2 to defend against Knight to D4. And maybe like White's position isn't so bad. Bishop D3. The next milestone. I'm not in Hungary, no. I am... Hey, what's up? Marwa. Okay, Marwa. I'm not in Hungary, no. I'm staying in the United States till the end of the summer. But I was just taking my family to museums and stuff like that. Cool. Fun stuff. Museum, a week of going to museums. F4 now from Quasimoto. No, I'm not sure. Kazim, is it Kazim or Quasim? How do you pronounce that Q with an Iranian name? It's like Kazim or Quasim. How is the Q pronounced? So, Kazim Janov, for example. D5. We go with a straight up D5. It's like, yeah, we're going to be continuing the streams at the same time, guys. I'm still in the USA. I forgot this is Nefedov's variation. What is up, guys? Bishop G7, Knight takes E4. Then Knight takes E4, Knight takes E4, D5. That's kind of weird. I've been here once before with Nefedov. I don't remember. Alright. B6. Earl Dixon with a super solid opening there. Just waking up. S4. I don't remember our game at the moment. Alright, we're just going to play straightforward. There's my other classical Pierts. I'm on both sides of the classical Pierts. Here we go with the totally standard Stonewall. Thanks, guys, for being faithful, being here for me. Upon my return from Museum Town. Alright, D3. I don't know. Were we supposed to play like D6? How do you play against this Nakamura thing? The set. What is it called? Bronstein called it the Queen's Attack or something. It was like I was saying something crazy. It's the Queen's Attack, I think. Alright. This move is supposed to be wrong, but only mildly wrong. This is a TN from Bombast. I've never seen Bishop B5 check yet. What the heck is that? So on the one hand, you know, I'd like to trade my white squared bishop, but on the other hand, I'd like to destroy his center. So how do you decide? It's hard to decide. E6. So he said in Iran it's Qasim. Okay, that's cool because I already mispronounced everything. Want to try to learn to pronounce things correctly the first time, so I don't continue to do it for 20 years. Okay, Queen E2 from Nefedov. This is an old system John Nunn recommended. There's like a queen sacrifice line. Knight C6, E5, Knight takes D4, E takes F6, Knight takes E2, F takes G7. That's like the classic line, and it's supposed to be good for white. So I think I'm supposed to play C6 here, if I'm not mistaken. Panda. Ponda. I call him... See, I even mispronounced my own mascot. The Ponda. I call him Panda. Just not... Hey. It's Ponda. Alright? I like to move the H pawn. And my name is Ponda, alright? So he even, you know, I don't even pronounce my own mascot right. D takes C3, B takes C3. The Queen's wayward attack. That's a fancy way of saying it. 200 open games. Bronstein. Alright, the first place I've seen that mentioned. Now, shall I double the pawns? Against Save a Dog. Classic. Stonewall attack. Knight C3 there. Yeah, this was the line with S4 last time. The second strong player that's gone into that. Alright, next. Bishop E6. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't seem so bad. It looks like white has like a playable position. I guess I can do knight A5. Bishop E5 checks C6. Bishop A4 B5 and try to grab his B. Grab his B. Try to punish it, but I don't know if it's worth it, you know, spending a lot of time on that B grab. Bombus is strong, Merle Dixon is stronger, you think? They have an absolutely different style. Merle is like super solid, and okay, the house is gonna play this like pawn sack line with B5. It looks like Merle Dixon is rock solid. Okay, so now knight F3. So I don't have any tricks with like knight takes E4. I just have to hang out here. Is bishop G4? Nah, that's not a good idea. It seems like last time against Nefedov I got some slightly inferior position, and I wasn't real happy about it. Like played D5. What else can I do though? What else can you do here? I mean, kind of need the castle. I mean, this just seems like it's a good line for white, to be honest. To be fair, it just seems like a good variation for white. How does one equalize in such a line? I mean, castling. Okay, fine. We can just castle. Let's see what's up. Against Steve, I'm going to play E3. Bombus is strong, very strong. S4 is very strong. National Potsdam is pretty strong. And they're all, I wouldn't call them, you know, safe players. Very aggressive. Okay, so Wubba Dubba Lub Lub transposes back into this variation. I had a game like this. It was with you, exactly, with Wubba Dubba Lub Lub. So we already played this once before. Let's play the old Capablanca way. Prof Colin. What is up, everybody? My first stream back in almost a week here. E-takes. Tomorrow we're going to be playing Blitz and I want to say Rapid Chess here on the stream. Tomorrow same time, Monday, 4:30 p.m. EDT. We do have slightly improved internet. It was pretty bad before. I was getting really bad lag, but as you can see here, my ping is 122, so that's sweet. I mean, it's not great. Move 11, what's up, man? Just realized I spelled my name wrong. It happens, you know. Oops. So Badfish, have we played this before, Badfish? So Etienne with D takes C4. This is probably theory. And I don't know if I should recapture the pawn with check and grab it, or try to play like something fancy like knight A3 and try to grab the pawn in a more convenient way. But if knight, let's say knight A3, E4. I'm not liking that. I'm not liking the look of that at all. The knight A3, E4 line is putting me off. Because knight A3, E4, I can't go to D4 because the bishop takes A3. There is, I guess, queen C2 if you wanted to. Tushar Kamde. I mean, I'm not currently, thinking about a different kind of content instead of just games, but I'm open to suggestions. Tushar. So feel free to send me a message if you have an interesting idea about another method of content. S4 goes berserk with the move H5. Panda. Panda's like laughing. He's like, yeah. Hey. Where's the camera? Hey. I mean, even for me, like H5, it's one thing when you're white, but with black in a totally random position, you're gonna play H5. He's not even fianchettoed, Shouldn't he at least be fianchettoed for this to work? So even Panda is like skeptical about H5 here. We want to strike in the center when the wing attack. Is that a wing attack? Just a maniacal move. All right. I'm just gonna hang out, play solid. I don't think I have to do anything special. There. Snipe. Play quickly. As for the most dangerous player in the simul, not the world. Don't get ahead of yourself. Now, Panda would want to play H4 here. H4 is not necessary here. I think that's going a little bit too far. Bishop F4, interesting. Very interesting. Bishop F4, Knight H5, Bishop E5, grab, 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 grab. I like Bishop F4. Keeping pieces on the board with more space. Okay, Acerbate with Knight F3 against the Caro. And then the E5. Eligora seems to have dropped a pawn. It's like allegory. Okay, here we go. Capablanca. Capa. Now here, one should normally castle, but I'm just thinking, there are other options. Not committing to castling right away, or maybe some maneuvering. Knight D7. Looks a little slow. Kind of a weird situation. What's going to happen if he pins me with Bishop G5? That could get kind of strange over there. Prophylactic move H6 to stop that. It's kind of slow. Right now, S4 with the pawn push. All right, fair enough. Fair enough, sir. Very logical. So H3 compromises my king side. I'm going to do it. The pawn stop. Okay. Kind of a main line against Badfish there. This is something of a side variation against the stone wall. Alright. He just plays instantly. Get the computer detection team on it. Stat. Queen takes D1. This is trickier than I thought, but I have knight takes E5. Funny variation, knight takes E5, that doesn't work. Okay. Stupid I said that. This is not quite as good as I thought. I thought I was just winning a pawn, but I don't think that's how this works. Darn. Darn. I thought this is like just a clean pawn, but I'm crazy. Not quite alert yet. Blind Lizard King resigned. Good. Alright, so queen takes D1, knight takes D1. Maybe we just hang out then. I mean, what are we going to do? Why doesn't it work? Well, I mean, I'm losing like 2 pieces for a rook in some lines. That's not really what I wanted. Alright, let's just play e6 here. Guess what's wrong with knight takes e5? He's trading queens on d8. And then, what am I doing? He's trading queens on d8. I'm like, not doing that well. Okay, bishop c4. Okay, this is no problem. No problemo. Just bishop d6. I don't want to see him play bishop f4 and like d6. That's the one thing that could really go wrong here. So, guess bishop d6. Testosterone did that. So we try to maintain our pawn. Our ponda. What's not hanging? Knight takes e5. I mean, I can't just recapture on d8. I'll hang a piece on e5. Sorry guys, there's a few games that are just pretty early. But I'm playing 25 boards with my clock running on all boards simultaneously, just so you know. It's not so easy to do. Knight takes e5, queen takes d8. Knight takes f3, bishop takes f3, rook takes d8. Bishop takes g4. But why would he play bishop takes g4? He could just play bishop takes fb7 and win his pawn back. That's the whole point. He just takes here on b7. My pawn is hanging on b7, guys. That's my issue. Don't you get it? Maybe I can play this. Like back to d7. It seems kind of unnatural. Okay, Nefedov. A little bit running out of ideas here. I don't think that this is quite okay for me. Like, I haven't equalized here. b5, nothing. If I like this. b5, bishop a6, b5, b4, and then bishop a6. What about that? I guess he goes to d3 with the bishop. We'll try it. Something weird and crazy. You're saying that why knight takes e5 doesn't work when the queens were still on. Okay, forget about it. I give up. Maybe I didn't see something. Clearly I missed something. My bishop is defending it. Bishop on g4. Well, Max castled kingside. Someone's challenging me? Dude, I'm kind of busy. Rated 5 days. Alright, we'll accept that later. A Royal Doodliness setting up his own collie system of sorts here. I still don't understand what I missed. You know, if I missed something, I don't understand what it was. Like, did I miss something good? Okay, now what? Bishop b7, not so great. Could play b4. Yeah, let's just try to play something weird here. Try to confuse Nefedov with the weirdness. I didn't miss anything good. Because you guys confused me. Alright. We've had this position a couple times lately now. Queen h5. Pretty bizarre, cheapo-like move. Okay, we'll just castle. For lack of a better move. Oh, so Eligora just... Let's see. He just didn't count on me recapturing. We were fortunate. I had one of these recently where I kind of let it slip and I didn't get anything. How much of an advantage do I really have here, though? You know, realistically, should I take on d6 or something? Just take? Just take. Always take. His knight pops out there. It's really not so simple. Alright. So we're grabbing this pawn. The somewhat greedy plan. Oh my gosh. Maybe I fell for something here. He has bishop e4 now. I've never seen this in my life. So, queen takes b7, bishop e4, and I'm going to end up losing material. It's a big trap. Oh my god. All right, now I messed up. I put my queen on b3 without the proper justification code. All right. He took with the queen, then played b6. I had a game in this line with a guy in Hungary, and I am, a couple years ago. I don't remember what happened. There was something with bishop takes f3. I do remember that. Yeah, it was a debate over whether to play bishop e2 or bishop d3. I remember now. It was just a quick draw, but I was probably a little bit of a chicken. Chicken! Too many draws leads to chicken disease. All right, let's see. So white's position pretty solid here in this Nakamura thing. Yeah, he's gaining time. What's the deal with this guy? He's new? He's got 446 games. He's an expert. Export and export. He's in the export business. Whatever floats your boat, right? The Panov attack. I mean, calling me old? Looking younger than usual. The backward compliment. I guess I had a good vacation. For lack of a better move. Queen takes bishop b4, queen b5, bishop c... No, not queen b6. Not bishop c6 too sharp. c6. That's the problem. Then I go back to b7. Oh my gosh. But that's complicated. That's too much to calculate. I need to play faster. So Merle Dixon, like, kind of... I don't like that, you know, recapturing with the knight, but he figured he had to. I had a game like that with Jakob Attila years ago. Alright, another classical Pierce. I look like 35, thank you. Compliments will get you everywhere. Soltigo's like, I'm 35. What are you saying? Soltigo, why the massive reaction? Alright. Knight on bd7 from Patzer Nacional. My bones are creaking as we discuss ages. Speaking of queen b3, and I played that in the other game and it didn't work. Here against Bob. Bob tricked me with a tricky move. I mean, man, the bishop f5. Now, obviously, Bombas is trying to do some kind of business with castling queenside here. Why is he going bishop e3? He wants to play craziness. Play for craziness. And I don't want craziness. I mean, I just want civility. When I'm playing 25 people at the same time, we're looking for civility, sensibility, and safety. Safety in numbers. b5 interesting, a little bit complicated, I would say, and like kind of loosening. But at the same time, the d file is going to be a problem. So maybe we play c5. We play a blockade type of strategy. Capablanca endgame. What's up, guys? I understand these weird comments from this guy, Steve and Emily. 56 minutes left for him. We haven't made it to move 10. So sad. Steven, you obviously haven't watched too many of these simuls. Okay, bishop d3. But you're welcome for the game. Bishop d3. Okay, we have to take. This is main line. And now Asterbate played e5. Kind of an unusual move, but it's reasonable, I guess. Without your beard, you look 18. They card him. No, he doesn't drink alcohol, but they would. He goes to buy beer for family members, and they card him at the liquor store. He's 35. Bishop e2 is kind of passive there. I picked up an exchange here. Very, very psyched about that. Okay, so this position. It's h3 is a weird move by Gassim. Gassim. Already messed it up. Pronunciation, that is. Alright, so we go d4. I think h3 is weird. Weird. I have to rush here with castles. Kingside. What if we play an experimental move? Asterbate says, I'm 50. Without my beard, I look 50. An honest answer. No. So Merle's game is actually transposed to like an e4. It's weird. That is weird. Alright, we'll just go here. Now we got some squares to work with. Max is stopping f5 or trying to stop f5. Let's just go for it. It's going to be a barn burner. Okay, so Nefedov with a knight on a4. He's like temporarily out of position. What am I to do, though? Feels like I've overextended myself a little bit putting that knight on a4. I look eternally youthful. You mean Tushar? Darn, I was hoping you meant me. Alright. What are we going to do with Nefedov here? Okay. Well, at least e5 isn't as scary as it was. I'm not liking my position there, and I didn't like the way the opening went down. We need a new line there against Nefedov's Queen e2, Bishop c4. Modern defense, definitely. That's going to be on the agenda for things that need to be improved very, very soon. You found Nefedov's weakness. He hates it when you play bishop f4. Okay, so captures. Oh boy. Alright. Yeah, I don't like this either way, but whatever. Alright. I don't want to have a bad bishop. So I think bishop e2 was played in the game, but this is the recommended move. Yeah, the gambit against the house is all theory. Played that for years. I have not played that for years. Now, Queen e7. Slightly unusual move, but probably not bad. I'm doing some training puzzles. Okay. a4. Maybe I'll just castle now. After ca4, he's not going to castle queenside. Okay, e6. That's a tame move by s4 standards. Right, and here I played queen takes. I guess you can also take with the pawn. Queen takes a little safer, playing all these boards simultaneously, I would think. I try to be on the safe side when we're playing so many people. Okay, now e5 is looking like a real threat. Right? right about now. The Funk Soul Brother. Bishop G4. All right. Now knight E5 is interesting. Interesting. Generally speaking, thinking is a good thing in chess. Not thinking is not chess. You want to think as much as possible. So if you have 50 minutes, you should use it. Bishop G4, knight E5, take, take, take. I don't know, maybe I should have played Bishop D3 instead of the other move. Knight E5, takes, 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 takes. Yeah, that's interesting. Interesting. Let's do it. I mean, whatever. We got to do something. Have you heard that song? It's ancient, right? No, I just randomly made it up. Oh. Where's the panda? Okay. Faster. Theory without h6 thrown in. We've got h6, the highly positional move. Stopping future bishop g5s. Okay, whatever. I don't think my queen is getting trapped. The pawn sacrifice. I don't know where the modern theory stands on that. And then Max just played queen g2. So he's playing pretty quick, to say the least. Now you're compelled to listen. This is my team game against this guy I can't remember, and I am. After my pawn to... I would consider rook b8, though. It is like less weakening than... You know, it's less weakening than a5, and... You know, it's kind of like, well, why not? I mean, it has a lot of scope. My rook has a lot of scope there. The draw variation. The draw variation. What am I going to do about that? Bishop f4. So now it's like check. You know the drill. What do I intend to play here? Queen a5 check is standard, right? Bishop b4 check. There's like a5. I'm wasting way too much time here. I don't know. What did I ever intend to play in this position? a5 I've played. I don't know if we played it against Lord Jesus Christ. I played in every position. Okay, so obviously Bombus is threatening that. He's going to try to brutally checkmate me. And now, you're on your own. Knight takes e6, knight takes e2 was my intent. The intent. Got the fianchetto going. I have a kind of pace, you know. I've done this many times, and I know what kind of pace I need. Queen h4. I mean, sometimes it gets a little out of control, but we'll see. Queen h4. And then knight g5. Hopefully it will work. Okay, knight d5. Yeah, that's why I kept my other rook free to go to c8. I hope this isn't going to lead to problems. Problemos. Did not anticipate the knight c7 right away there. That's interesting. So what do I do? Queen somewhere? Like queen c1. He's playing knight e6. Bishop c4 is interesting. Don't know what else to do. What am I doing? Okay, queen b3 is normal. This is the draw line. So knight f3. Basically, Gassim is like playing this English defense with colors reversed, but the move h3 doesn't really fit. Not bad fish. It's like a bogo, which I played similar lines with black. Though the queen does take away like a potential retreat square for the knight. You know, I think that might be relevant. Maybe my move b4 is too slow. Alright, we have 2 wins. I think one was like giving up before the thing even started. It's not cool. Lizard was like rude. Blind Lizard King. He said your mom to somebody and then he like dropped out of the simul. That's good. That's really good. Alright, 94. Going with the minority attack. Now here I have to watch out for this 95, but I guess I have rook f7, right? With that in mind, I could play knight to g5. This involves very subtle threats. Okay, we're jumping in. To the pool, that's cool. Don't listen to what I have great home preparation. You'll be out a half dozen moves. Alright, queen h6. But now it looks like Bombas is kind of fishing around. The fishing zone. He's obviously intending h4, h5. He's checkmated me before in brutal fashion, but just don't see that working here. Okay, now 94 from Jesus, but I mean that move doesn't seem very ambitious. Okay, it's a standard move, right? Okay, Asterbait. It can improve Caro-Kann. Now 94 from Steve and Emily. I thought, well, he can't go to d7, obviously drop a pawn. Koto goes crazy with c5. And Koto, it is possible that we played this before. I do not remember. So here I'm figuring on biggering. While I quote, I will quote the Lorax for you guys. Figuring on biggering and biggering and biggering. Knight takes c3. Is that where I can go like bishop c4 and try to checkmate you or something? So this is not a standard move. Like black is supposed to play bishop takes f3 and then e6. So Steve is leaving the main line and playing his own thing. More of your thing. Dish Network. Okay, I'm watching too much TV. But that's also another channel. Yeah, alright. We're good. So, yes, development, it doesn't hurt. I'd like to see how I prepare. I do anti-preparation. I try to figure out what they don't like, and then I play that. That's what I'm like. I try to be like a preparation vampire. So my main thing is trying to make it so they don't like it. All right, what's up with this e5? I'm supposed to play e6. I remember. It's like Alex Lenderman blitz move or something. It's just not really that good for white. Okay. Your family favorite. Guys, you can play the rerun. My Lorax quote. We can sing the Lorax with Panda. I like how Steve and Emily doesn't use any time at all. He's too good for that. Well, truthfully, the position is probably about equal. I guess I would choose white, though, if I have to choose a side. My e5 pawn does look a little questionable. Now that I mention it. Now that you mention it. Some pawns are more equal than others. So, what are we doing here? Kind of a tricky situation. Actually, most players need time. Steve's he's in the minority. Yeah, most 1400s generally need a little bit more than 0 seconds per move or 40 seconds per move. What are we going to do? Are we going to lose this one, you think? The e5 pawn looks a little bit weak. Maybe I was a little optimistic here. But it's still a very complicated game. Rook AD1. Now e5. Eventually, I could be overrun. And I thought I was trying to be pretty safe for the most part here. I don't like e4, e5, but I don't like my position at all. It's going to take a tactical blunder by Nefedov to mess this up. I tell you now. White stands better here. I don't care what Nefedov says. White's simply better, and it's like a position where there isn't really any counterplay for black. That doesn't mean he's not going to mess this up, but I stand by my assessment that white stands better here. All right, let's do something. I don't really like my game, but I have to do it. Okay, now taking with the queen results in knight d4, but I don't think I have a choice, so that's what we do. I mean, I could take with the bishop. If he takes on a6, I take on e4. But anyway, bishop takes c6, knight d4. So losing a tempo is losing a tempo. It doesn't really matter like which way you do it. We're going Nimzovich style against s4. So slightly better endgame for white, but not easy to break through. The Capablanca Caro-Kann. Yeah, this guy's got me where he wants me for sure. Back to c3. Okay, now I have bishop f4, so rook b8 looks suspicious. Is this some sort of... I feel like I'm walking into a trap here. Lord Jesus Christ, just trading pieces? Hardly a way to play for a win. A mighty knight on d4. It is. For Merle Dixon, you've got to admit, guys, that knight is pretty tough. A queen there. Oh, man. Oh, he's gonna like transfer his queen to g6 if I don't trade queens, or what? Alright, whatever. Take with the knight or take with the pawn? We'll take with the pawn. That was the plan. I'm basically gone fishing. But Bob is offering the pawn a second time now. I feel like I should take it, you know, since I can. Yeah, Bombast is trying for some tricky stuff. Knight g4. Reverse English defense here. It's funny though, like g4, could he like play that? Kind of a weird move. Knight f6, pawn takes pawn. And then the Korchnoi-like discovery of some kind. Just do it. Just do it. Queen g3. So this knight is pretty much always eyeing those squares. Let's just keep him out of there. What's up, guys? Rook b1. Had a very similar game. It might have been against Koto Amatsukami. Did I just say that wrong? Okay, so we're still in book here. This is just like standard theory that's 25 years old. But anyway, what can we do? Try to play our best. Piktika. Okay, 96. Just insta moves. I'm out of there. Going back. And then Jacob, a tough player. Knight takes e4. Knight takes e4, d5. Feels like it's a real possibility. Simplifying, but it's also kind of lame looking. Problem is I don't like knight to bd7, e5. That actually looks quite dangerous for black. Okay. Yeah, knight takes e4, d5, and we'll just go from there, I guess. Simplifying. Getting rid of one of Bombas' more dangerous pieces, perhaps, here. So Steve sacks a pawn. I didn't, see anything specially good about this for black. I could play bishop g3 as well. Or just take the pawn. I mean, what is the point here? I'm going to take it and be materialistic for lack of a better plan. Go a5. Stretch it out. This move was totally not expected. And now, he doesn't have a white square bishop, so my king feels very safe here on f7. Very closed position now. h5. h5, the king g2, and this guy's also used no time. Someone else, Too Sharp, pointed this out. We got two guys using no time at all. That's kind of disturbing. I don't like that. All right, but anyway, he doesn't really have any threats, so that's not scary. b5, breaking up the pawn chain. Trying to. Then the f5 idea. Everybody's playing a bit fast, I would say. Too fast, even. All right, Save-A-Dog trading queens. Speaking of trading queens, here we have the same idea. Bob just played knight c6. Why not? He's threatening knight a5. No, not yet. But he will be shortly. Play this move, then how do my other pieces get out? It's kind of irritating. Okay, queen g5 now. That looks like a solid pawn win. Stevens used no time for the whole game. Typical 1400. All right, knight c6. What are we doing here? Got to get developed. Trading queens. Queen takes c3. Grabbing this. We got a lot of blitz moves. He won a pawn, but I have a strong pawn armada, so there's some compensation against the insta-moving 1400. Bishop f4. Dmitry seems to kind of know his stuff, I would say. Do you want to play the Mora Gambit against higher-rated players? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe, maybe not. I kind of feel like I should play like d5 and keep it closed like a French. Speaking of closed, man, this is as closed as it gets. Okay, that's going to be hard to break through. Bombas is back to his usual schemes. His primary scheme is involving very direct attacks. As in, like, you know, obviously h4, h5. This way is a good question about recapturing here. Toward the center. I like my position here. Perhaps bishop e4. He's somewhat tied up. Knight d2. That looks like a solid move for Masturbate. All right, we'll just go. All right, a6. That's reasonable. I don't know about a6 actually. I mean, is it necessary? What does it do? Yeah, I don't like it. I take it back. Black is pawn up there. He's talked his way. Trash talked his way to winning a pawn. Now what's up? Black's rather going to try to castle queenside. Let's say I play bishop g5. That's sort of weird. We might have some points to it. Bishop g5, what then? Does he have a good move? Just play like centrally, rook e1. What would Petrosian do? Okay, maybe b5, king d7. Certainly like the attention. e6, bishop c4. Steve with an interesting idea there. Unfortunately, I have to defend my pawn. Maybe b5 is worth considering. Lateral defense. And we break up Black's pawn chain against Potser. Knight e6, that's a good move. That's an issue. I don't want to give that piece up. You guys are playing fast. Queen e1 now. So, I guess here. That guy's used 0 time to time bandits. It's kind of strange. Like, I expect from my 2000 players to play well using no time maybe, but people who are like 1300 and 1400 using no time against someone like 1000 rating points higher would be a little strange. Yeah, it feels kind of weird. How about b4 now? Alright. Knight h4. How's my score? I've beaten Etienne before, but I like this, the way he's playing this. Looks quite logical. Alright. You gotta be careful. Nefedov is tough. Queen e7 or queen c7. Don't know which is better. I still like Nefedov's position better. Now, knight f4 is some sort of trick to play like knight h5. It looks like against Bombast. We're slightly better against Bombast. Now what? Knight a3 defending. I have knight f5. Or we should try to develop a piece. Get out. Castle. Do I think fool's mate is stupid? Well, I mean, you know, as an experienced player, I mean, it's obviously not a correct opening. So I would certainly say it's not a good idea. I've got to get my pieces developed here. Let's just play h6. Kick him out. Okay, Mr. Bob is playing fast too. You guys play fast, very fast. All of you need to take a bit more time, probably. Strong play against Bombast. I thought maybe Paternotsiana would take on c3 there. Okay, I have no idea what's going on here. 93, he's like offering this pawn on b4. But if I take it, it's kind of complicated, so... The other hand, the long diagonal is tricky. Not an easy answer. What to do? What to do? b6. Seems like a really bad move. All right. b5. I'm wasting a lot of time on this move. I'm up in exchange here. I really shouldn't be using too much time. But don't know what the best move is. All right, d5. This was the plan. So Koto closes it up. You know, this is typical. I've had games like this that went sour for white. I'm not sure I really have anything here, to be honest. Maybe black's... According to the computer, maybe black's just better. I wouldn't be surprised if Stockfish said something like that, like black was better. Okay, let's see. So he sacked a pawn. Bishop e7 here. Now the d5 pawn is weak for black. He does have some play. His knight is strong. I mean, he's got the c file potentially. So there's some ideas. Nefedov, Mr. Nefedov. Drop a pawn. What am I doing? I'm recapturing. That's weird. Knight b6. It's not going to work. All right. Well, I don't know what to do. I'm slightly worse, and I'm a little bit concerned about my pawn. Maybe we should play a5 finally. After all. Thanks, guys, for watching. We've got e6 here. Is this crazy? It's pretty crazy all around. I mean, what is going on with this game? Yeah, now I have to play like b5. This is starting to look a little weird. A little, you know what I mean. So knight g6, queen c6, queen b6, queen a5, g5. Maybe g5 is just a good idea. Sometimes you just have to do it. Just gotta do it. How many pawns for a piece are you willing to sell me? I mean, b5 is... Doing the Mr. Bean laugh again. b5 looks vicious. Vicious. Let's go for it. Okay, now he's going a4. Okay, very well. All right, I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm just bored with this. This is starting to piss me off. We're up the exchange. I don't know. Knight d4, take there. It made it worse. b5 makes it worse. Let's just do it, man. I'm going to play b5. My opponent offered me a draw here. Honestly, black's a tiny bit better. But very close, as we said before. Okay, let's play on and try to do something there. I may regret it. I may not have enough time. But I think I stand a little bit better in that one. Rook E1, Rook D1. Classic compensation here. I need queen retreat squares. Mr. Bob. Mr. Bob, leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Maybe I just castle. Thanks guys for resuming your viewership of the stream after I've been down for a little while. Been away. Thanks so much for taking part what I do. Okay, play here on the queen side. Black's plays on the king side. Knight h4 doesn't look very centralizing. We go for the bishop, the big bad bishop. Maybe. Something like a French. And then the white square. Not sure if that's the best move. We will see. So knight takes b5 or d5. Well, the queenside pawns can't be allowed to get out of control, I think. I'd rather take the b5 pawn. Okay, moving onward here against Nefedov. I just have to admit that I'm worse. I'm going to trade his knight on a4. That's sad. Really sad to trade his knight on a4, isn't it? That would be sort of sad. Let's not. Let's be more aggressive. I don't know if Steve like voluntarily sacked the exchange or just forgot it was hanging. It's a pretty crazy ultra sacrifice. An ultra sacrifice. Ultra serious. Weird move from Jacob, but you know, creative. Knight f6 check. Keeping the position like symmetrical. I can take just for fun with the pawn. Yeah, this is not a bad move, I guess. Do I watch GM Feingold lectures? No. I mean, I might if I had time. I don't have time to like review my own lectures. Life is too short. Okay, this guy has played this interestingly. The h3 move I thought was just sketchy, but it's making it look pretty good. Bishop b5 check. Okay, which way? Yes. Yes. Again, you can tell I'm watching too much TV. Okay, here. There's that Dish Network television commercial. Why is that amusing? I don't know. But if you watch American television, you'll see it constantly. Alright, we're piling up on the e5 pawn. This starts to look good. This is the classic comp variation. Very easy to play this line. I don't know why more people don't play this way with black. It's surprising how infrequently you see it, actually. Okay, so Jacob just kind of equalized. But maybe I should play c5. Wait, is Jacob down a pawn? Or am I down a piece? Or is something going on there? Look how Max played with his king up. Nice. You're hoping for the other way. We were hoping. Wow, we got a sudden weird lag. A moment of lag. Okay, rook e1. What's that? Merle. Not really a Sicilian player. Dreamboat. Okay, so I don't know. Jacob, I like praised his move, but he basically lost the pawn. I don't know. I wasn't really counting material. So he did a kind of strange thing, actually. Pretty strange thing. Obviously, Bob has a crush on Ben. What is this? Queen c7. I'm starting to like this position more and more. But I don't want to be too materialistic. We pushed his bishop to a bad position where it's like out of the game. And maybe I should just treat this game more in terms of positional ideas rather than like trying to win pawns or something like that. Okay. Speaking of winning pawns. Okay, so rook c6. Stephen Emily, is he like mostly bullet? I mean, extremely fast moves. But he's giving the pawn back, which is... that's good. I like getting my pawn back. Now, a very strong move from Testosterone, c5. Well, an apparently strong move. But I can take on c5. I probably have to, actually. Because my knight's getting undermined, but I need to get something. Alright. We're going to grab our exchange, and wait, black has some compensation there. Alright, c5. Oh, I just moved the whole screen. Sorry about that. You missed the boat. a5. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're winning here. Now we're going to take that. We were waiting patiently, but we got it now. We got it now. Keep pressure on the center. Develop the pieces. Watch this e6 pawn. You want to watch that e6 pawn, probably. Maybe we get in c5. Try to get it in while we can. Does that make sense? I'm running out of time a little bit. e5. Are we winning a piece? No, we're never winning a piece. That's for sure. Never winning a piece. I don't know. I just can't think about that. g3. Yeah, Nefedov is tough. If he doesn't make some kind of outrageous tactical mistake, he's pretty darn strong. I prefer it when he makes outrageous tactical mistakes, but he's not cooperating today. The knight's got to go. I guess I could have been more patient there. So what happened? b5, now rook d2. We've got a nice initiative against Bombist. He might have c4 ideas. Rook a6. That's a funny move. Okay, funny haha. Takes here. We're not losing any. It's okay to b12. That's cool. What's up? Acerbate with a very aggressive like pawn sacrifice here. What is this? Pawn takes pawn. He'll get it back with knight b3. Does he have like knight takes d4, bishop takes d1, knight takes d6, something like that? I don't think so. Let's take it, you know, and ask questions later, as they say. We need a safe haven. Psychotically aggressive play here by Steve Heyman. Queen e5 check. The check is in the mail. Waiting for the something bad to happen to me there. Right. Yeah, we got the A file. That's good. What else? King up, bishop out. We just are slightly better. Maybe bishop c6. Yeah. Don't have to sound like I'm from Canada. But we sometimes have a funny accent because I'm from all different places. Budapest, Philadelphia, Boston. Take your pick. Okay. Rook e8, bishop g7. Camel culture. Cool. You got out of the situation. Wait, who got out of what situation? Did I get out of the situation or did you get out of the situation? And f6. I can't play f5. Alright, whatever. We'll just take. Always take. It's one of my standing jokes. Well, anyway, whatever. So we've got possible sacrifices here. Bishop takes, c3, take. But it's like not clear that's enough. So I need a little more development against Bombists. And he's not really threatening anything at the moment. He needs to get out of there, that rook. Then there was this move, which I didn't foresee. B4, sorry, bishop g3, take. As I said, always take. Okay, this game I haven't seen in 3 years. This is like a totally standard London system. Now, we managed to get our pawn back into this equal double rook and knight endgame. I wouldn't really say either side is necessarily better here. Jacob is basically going for broke down a pawn. It's like a weird hallucination or something. Got a lot of messages. Okay, pawn takes, pawn takes. I gotta play a little bit faster. 2 knights against 2 bishops with Bob. Mr. Bob. Maybe this one needs to get out. Nefedov just... Alright, man. You gotta draw, man. Whatever. You're better there. You're just better. You're a very generous man. Thank you for the draw. Definitely stood better. I've got this annoying situation with my rooks. Rook fd8. That's good. He's tied up. The fda. Just go on for it. The old h5. Well, what are we gonna do? We can't just sit here and let him kill us. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Oh, you're gonna blame your sister. Okay, that's cool. Always blame the sister. Alright, let's bring our last guy into the game. I don't know what to do here. That h5 is sort of irritating. Want to go d4? Just heck with it? I don't know. That seems kind of risky. Okay, the bad fish, he's gotten kind of passive here. So we stand a little better. For sure. That game taking a lot of time here. Wow, that was weird. I'm not sure if I pressed that button or not, but it's all good. Queen b8 now. We're looking at yeah, this is the one thing. I gotta watch out for piece sacks. Man, I don't like that. 94, we chop it off. Possible piece sacrifices depending on where you're going. What else can I do? Knight f4, b4. He's just gonna. I'm just asking for it. If 97, 94, sacking my queen with like pawn takes pawn, is possible, but a little too interesting, I think. It's a little too interesting. Plus he has knight d4 there. I want him to sack a piece. Go ahead. You know, help yourself. At least then it's like unclear. What's up? Oh, I have a concern here. Whoops. This is kind of tricky. Tempting to sack the exchange now. Positional exchange sacrifice. But is it necessary? Or even, is it good? Alright, let's do it. Whatever. It's fun. Something fun. Bob. Why do I need to have this frustration? D4 now. Okay, we'll regroup. All right. Thanks for the game, Nefedov. Nefedov, sir. Knight d4. Knight takes f4. Knight d4. Knight takes d4. Rook takes d4. A little nervous about my king position here. Knight takes d4. We take there. Take there. Approximately equal. Alright, now he's trading pieces. That's a good strategy if you think you're slightly worse. Doodliness. Doodliness is higher than cleanliness. How does it work? Alright. I don't have a white squared bishop. I'm kind of hurting without that white squared bishop in the game. There's the knight. Now we can pile up on d5. 3-car pile up. Okay, you're taking a piece. I'm taking a piece. What just happened to f4? He went totally berserk with the f4. And the compensation continues. Man, this line is just a pain. Okay, what now? Like knight a4? What am I supposed to do here? I'm losing my mind. Can I make a move without losing something? Rook b1. Can I play rook b1? It's like knight takes d4. Queen takes d4. That's kind of awkward. Knight takes d4, queen takes d4, bishop c5. You gotta be kidding me, dude. I can't play rook b1 because of that? That's ridiculous. Like b4, b3. Maybe b3 is my best move. It's sort of sad. Like a really good Grunfeld for him. So we sacked an exchange here, speculatively. And knight c4. This is totally standard except for h3, which I mentioned before. That has its moments, though. That has its moments, as I said. Okay, well, it looks fairly level. b5. I don't know, is that going to weaken my queen side? Okay, rook c2, defending against threats of some sorts. That's one way to protect against the imminent sacrifices. Alright, we'll just do something else then. Astrobate sidesteps the pin. I may not be able to hold on to this pawn. Okay, we're trading rooks. Rook takes f6 is interesting because I get a passed pawn there. But I thought I'll just recapture this way. And now king e2. c4, yeah, that's a good move. Wait, castles? Which way do you want to castle? Castle queen side, castle king side? Castle queen side looks mental. Castle king side's kind of mental too. I mean, Steve is like mental. Alright, Steve. This is a little bit, you know, too much, man. You're scaring me. Maybe I won't castle at all. Let's not castle and say we did. Bishop takes f2. Pawn is pawn. All right. Now we're better here with the space advantage. Bobbert. What's up in Infinite Flash Chess? Count Nefido was solid, man. I gave him a draw. I mean, he gave me a draw. Count Chocula. All right. Don't I have any tactics? Look at this trick he has. His rook is there on f4. And can't resolve this pin. He's held me in this pin. Max is, he's 1600. He hasn't used. He offered me a draw earlier. Okay, he's like 1700 in Blitz and Rapid. Man. I'm scared I'm going to like lose this game, honestly. It's pretty sad. G5. Maybe G5 is not stupid. It kills his knights, sort of. This is like a dragon. He's going to play that? You're going to go with that? Bishop f4, whoa. Just leaving it on prise. But I'll take it. I mean, this is an open position, sort of. Will I take it? I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure. You'll have pressure on e6 right away. That's kind of awkward. I can meet it, though. Oh, man. All right. For the sake of simplifying, Bishop g5. Merle Dixon is super tough. What happened now? Rook on the 7th? Want to go on the 7th? Usually not a bad idea. Acerbate just sacrificed. He made it a sacrifice, playing c4. Alright. Alright, we gotta move faster. I mean, I'm just lagging here. I mean, lagging, like, not literally lagging, but lagging in terms of... What am I doing? These guys are crazy with using no time. Now, alright. We're on knight b3. You guys don't have to blitz, you know. Unless you're short of time yourself. It doesn't really make sense to just blitz, blitz, blitz. This intermezzo. Okay. I gotta defend this pawn. I'm really, really tired of that. Get behind the pawn. Wow, h5, that's interesting. All right, sharp move the h5. So he does sacrifice a piece here. So I almost have to take, but it's like takes, and then I've done this to myself. Wow. This actually looks like a really strong move. All right. Man, I'm in a lot of trouble. Takes. And then e6 is coming. Oh my god. It's so easy. Maybe I have to just ignore it. I have to really think of my self-preservation here. I thought the sacrifice would be just semi-sound, but it looks extremely strong. I think I just have to suck it up and accept that it's just a good sacrifice and try to play on. b4, unfortunately, he's got knight a4, queen b5, takes with knight c5 with a really strong continuation. So I'm missing something here. Takes, knight takes. I mean, there's takes, knight takes, queen d8. That's crazy. Bishop takes f6. Pawn takes check, resigns. So I think I can't take this. I have to like castle or something stupid. Okay, Acerbate just going completely berserk. With the berserkitude. Okay, I don't know. I don't have time to find the best move anymore. I'm just gonna make moves. Second best moves, third best moves, whatever. Alright, that's an interesting move. Yeah, that's what I figured he was trying to do. That's what I figured he was trying to do. Kind of tricky guy. Interesting. Like G3. He's after my pawnage. Okay. Alright, guys. You're going to flag me if you can. I understand. It's understandable. It is understandable. But don't play for flag, you know, instead of trying to make good moves. That's what I try to tell people, but they still don't listen. No matter how many times I tell them, it's the same thing. They're just like blitz, 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 forgetting the point of the thing. All right, knight f5. Is that a good move? I was planning to play f5. Stick with your plan. If you don't have time, stick with the original plan. Okay, Koto is really getting cagey here, man. Oh, man, he's putting up a lot of resistance. Knight takes. Queen takes, pawn takes. I guess knight takes, whatever. So trading rooks. Guys used no time for the whole game. Again, it's kind of weird. So, Bombas finding his way out. The way altitude. Trading pieces. Or trying to trade pieces. Or not. Okay, whatever. Mr. Bob, what are you doing? What are you doing over there? You got the queen c6 on me. Interesting. Got all kinds of interesting ideas. Then f4 or not. f4 kind of weakens my king side, but I have e5. Yeah, we won't let him stay around too long. Alright, I just gotta play blitz at this point, you know, so my game is gonna deteriorate slightly. Hopefully you guys will have time pressure problems as well. And wide open king. How about the back rank? Does that count for anything? Man, this guy's crazy. He's got crazy tactics. Queen d5, bishop takes check. King e2. Right, I don't know. I'm gonna put my rook back in a sensible place. We do have a passed pawn there. It's kind of an interesting game. Okay, so now he's changed his plan a little bit. Not interested in taking, just protecting. Taking with a knight. All right, what's up now? Pawn takes pawn. I don't like it that much. This guy's played really well. f6. Can I play f6? Okay. Pretty solid game here for black. Where are we at here? The c5. c5 etude. Not really the most flexible. It's coming to a theater near us. This guy and that guy have used no time. That's very strange for me. Steve and Emily and the other guy who's like 1300 have used no time. That's very odd. You know how hard it is to play like an IM at your rating level and not use any time. Alright. Now what do I do? Like C6 and try to hide? Uh-oh. Well, I have no choice. What am I going to do? Queen D5. Queen C6. Bad moves, all of them. Oh man, he has this. Alright, we gotta go. Try to go for it. Trading the white square bishops is unavoidable. So whatever, let's just develop a piece. Am I gonna have a problem here? C4, I'm dragging. Am I saying dragging? Dragging out the game? Man, Bob is putting a hurting on me here today. He's got Queen G6 check as well. Rook C3. Yeah. That's just equal. Ain't nobody winning that position with black. Whoa. What is this move? Bishop E4? Where did that come from, dude? Check this out. Check this move out from this guy. He just played Bishop E4. What the heck is that? That like wins a piece or something? That's like a forced win. Tactical forced win. Okay, I can sack an exchange, I guess. I don't really have another choice. Yeah, I was giving this pawn, I guess. Should I take with the queen? That's bad. Giving the pawn back to break his compensation. Now bishop takes might be necessary. Rook takes. I don't know. I'm like worse here against multinational. Okay, it looks like Max actually blundered. Is it possible? Man who made the whole game in 40 seconds per move made a mistake. I'm highly suspicious. Now it's just like a problem with that knight. What am I going to do with it? It's got to get out. It's got to get out. But I'm going to drop a pawn. Got to do what you got to do. I mean, that's got to go. Bishop C3 check right. Now king up. Oh, I see. It's a very well calculated trick. Steve. Pretty impressive game from Wubba Dubba Lub Lub as well. What my bishop is doing. Okay, let's overprotect this pawn. Running out of time. Twitch is for kids. Yeah, I agree. Now I'm going to lose to the unsound pawn sacrifice. It's pretty sad. Alright. Well, he just lost a pawn, you know. He played too fast. It's sad. This is like close to equal. That's the only sad thing. Save a dog is saving himself. Okay. Masturbate always like plays for maximum complications, which makes life a little bit difficult. Here I'm about to get mated, so we're gonna have to get creative. Very creative. I mean, I guess rook f6. I really have a better suggestion. I could play queen d5. Queen d5 is kind of a weird move. Probably just blundered the game. Blundered the game. Good. Good job, me. Oh, he just played queen there. Ouch. That's even worse than what I was afraid of. Queen g4, huh? Even more deadly than what I had feared. Guess we'll just start taking things. Forcing the exchange. Right. Way too fast for Max. Wow, you can just do that? He's putting his e-pawn on e4. The house has been very impressive. And the guy's basically better after playing the opening perfectly. Never played him before. But he's like 2200 rapid. Lots of bullet games. Very strong. I'm slightly worse. Already bailed out, sacking a pawn. Knight g4 here. Interesting concept. It'll probably result in the loss of a pawn, though. They're not so simple, though, actually. Yeah, it's probably okay. It's hard to attack the pawn. In the meantime, we can do something useful. Man, Wubba Double Lub Lub is ridiculously tough here. Alright, what are we going to do? Knight b5? Ooh, he hit me with c4 and like d5. Ouch. Not a good idea. Oh man, this is tough. I'm getting in time pressure. Rook d2. Check and take. So it's like a standard rook ending. I feel like Pasternazian played a little bit fast there. The last move. And then bishop e4. And here we might be a tiny bit better with the bishop against knight. I don't know. c4. Maybe Gazim made a mistake. Okay, we take. We're actually better here. I don't know if we're winning, but f5. That looks kind of nasty, dude. Now e5. Basically like securing his knight on d4, Merle, with a very solid plan. There'll be no way to ever get rid of the knight. That's tough, dude. That's really tough. The immovable one. Man, oh man. Whew. I thought I was just like fully equal here with no problems at all, but this doesn't look so simple anymore. Alright, that's gotta go. Fighting for our lives. In a lot of these games. Okay, so we got 4 wins, 1 draw so far, but we just a lot of action left. 21 games remaining. Tried to make a move there, it just didn't register. Thought he might sack a piece there. Okay, bd5, bd5, bishop c2, bishop d3, bd5. Okay, we got him tied up now, and we got the a file. How do we penetrate? Okay, I see. Rook a7. That's so difficult. Now my king side, it's like a rouser ending. My king side is like ripe for the opponent to attack me like a maniac. Merle did a good job. Man, Jacob just offering a draw here. He's pulling a Nefedov. He's got to be better. He's got to be nearly winning in this position. Unless I miss something, I'm just going to be like, thank you. We got a second player who's too shy. Queen takes e5 now. Alright, whatever. It's going to be an ending. It might take a while. I've got f5 now against Bombas. Looks like he's just toast. The last time I checked, he's toast here. But this is more problematic. Kind of problematic ending. Koto slipped by me last time. Gotta make sure. What's going on? I don't blunder here. Make sure. Bob offered a draw. Man, everybody's with the draws. Okay, Bob. I mean, you know, this actually looks fairly complicated. I've got the two bishops. But, I'm getting low on time. Not that low, but I am tied down. Can I play c4? Maybe we're just better, and I'm being too pessimistic here against Mr. Bob. Yeah. Man, Steve just made a crazy blunder. He had rook back to f8. He played queen f8. It's almost like he hallucinated or something. I thought rook f8 was just like winning. He's just lost now. It's a very strange blunder by Steve. This guy's offering me a draw. Well, it may be a draw, but I'm not going to just like I'll give you a draw in a better position. I mean, I'm a pawn up here. This is not easy for you. It's been weird. The whole game has been weird against him. Okay, so now what? Bishop b6 or something? Keep the bishops active. We've kind of frustrated s4 a little bit, I think, in this game. Kept him contained. I don't know for how much longer. Alright, I'm basically making like instant moves. The f-pawn looked weak to me here, but he's got 96, so that's got to go. Alright, first I can take on d5, probably open file. I can't be letting him play 96 though. Gotta take with the queen. This is a bit weird. No, I don't have to take with the queen. I can take with the rook. Then queen a3 is pretty irritating. So, Wubba putting up a lot of resistance. He's got knight f5 and stuff like that. e5, I mean, what am I doing here? No plans. I mean, very strong positional play by Wubba. I mean, seriously, he's playing like Nimzovich. My rook is awkward. This looks really bad for me. I've got no play. Black just controls the open file. I gave the pawn back. That's not enough. I'm almost like busto. Queen b1. What am I supposed to do? This looks pretty bad. To play queen b1. Okay, just kind of a boring position in this one. Check. But we're up. Oh, he's going to take on b2 there. I almost forgot. Okay, so Acerbate doesn't want the pawn back, but he, probably should take it back. He's probably not doing himself any favors not taking that pawn. Now king there. So we both have passed pawns. I mean, this probably is a draw, honestly. But, there's no way I would ever accept to draw a pawn up in a position like that. Someone bribed me or something. So c4 check. Yeah, this looks pretty good for black. I mean, we're up the pawn. Now the knight e6 is a real issue. But unless you want to sack the exchange or something, rook c8 might be a good starter. Just for starters, here we're still hanging on. Pressure on the f file. I'm sort of sorry that I'm sorry I took my rook off of e7. Why the heck did I do that? Knight g6. Wait a minute. We're on the pawn. On the pawn. Oh, he didn't take the pawn. Okay. So that's logical. But he's blundering. I mean, I have knight e3. So Qasim is playing for tactics, but he allowed this. So, who knows? But it's probably fine. Knight there. Rook c1. Lots of good stuff. Just a standard dragon. Sacrifice idea. Here. It's nice tie down to that pawn temporarily. Try to get some play. Alright, it's like now someone has some ideas about d8. But the pawn is a pawn. What do we want? Rooks off, rooks on. Changing. Exchanging rooks or not exchanging rooks. Rook takes, rook takes, rook takes. This looks pretty strong, actually. I mean, I've got queen f8 and no real play. Knight e6 now. Okay, knight e6. Takes, rook f8. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, I don't know. He's kind of okay there. I think that game looks okay. I have a queen. I can make a queen. He takes. I'm going to lose my rook on a8 at the end of the day. So I make a queen. Or I just take this first. Wait, that's not the same. Queen, rook takes. Yeah, what's the point? Just take the rook, I guess. Probably missed something, but... Okay, acerbate now. He's on the precipice. I still don't see how to put him away. d3. Bishop takes b2. Bishop h6. Does that make sense? I mean, is that a good move? But it doesn't really look that good. Bishop c5, maybe. Running out of time. Okay. Rook f8. Am I going to drop a pawn here, finally? That'd be pretty stupid. So I have to play h5 not to lose a pawn. Great. Or h6. Wonderful. Now I'm worse. To play h6? That's such a stupid looking move. Man. Okay, this is Koto. He beat me last time, or the time before that. Not super happy with this. What the heck is going on around here? He's got this strong pass pawn. It's like I'm playing Magnus Carlsen in this game. It feels totally Magnus-like as I start to get lower on time. I don't know. Just making moves. I should castle against the bad fish. e5. Got checks. Other checks. b5s. Right, right. Where's that knight going? We go here. Try to snipe a pawn. Right. Looks good. So I have no clue what's going on. Knight g3. In between move. I mean, does it matter? I'm wasting my time thinking about this stuff. Maybe we'll just confuse him or myself a little bit more. Okay, now a strange thing just happened. Okay, now we have c5. And we both have passed pawns now. So it's like e6. He'll be just in time. Very awkward. It's a draw. He's the genius. He's a genius. The draw master. Absolutely genius. e6, king takes pawn, e7 check. It's a draw. Claiming a draw. Brilliant. Bishop d6 now. Wow. Where did that come from? It's a secret move. Okay, kind of wasted a tempo there. Oops. Alright. Against Bob, I declined his draw. Man, this is seriously... I'm seriously playing Nimzovich. It's not a joke. He's scary. He is scaring me. Wow, dude. Absolutely wow. F5, that's a horrible move to play. Have to be on drugs. But no matter what I do, I mean, I'm kind of in trouble here. Probably the strongest game played here today by Wubba Dubba Lub Lub. One of the strongest games, positionally speaking. Bishop e7 so I can grab the pawn. Just been suffering the whole time here. Man, this is like a nightmare. Okay. He breaks out with e5 finally. Not a big surprise. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. It just looks close. Okay, he's totally passive, so it's like Zugzwang almost, but it's not. Zugzwang, but it's not, but it is. Takes, and then king d5. No tricks. All right, what do we got? Bishop h6. Nothing there. No tricks. Testosterone hanging on. Man, how do I finish him off? I don't. I'm hanging on my a7 pawn. Hanging on. Panda. Hey. Hey. h4. Alright. Pawn to, he likes the h4. He's down with that. What happened? B takes c5, b takes c5. Rook takes pawn. This is just a draw. 2,500. He's gonna have like 0 center pawn loss. Now let's see. Rook c8. Right now, I'm just not making progress here. Who are we kidding about this? Should just offer a draw there, because nobody's gonna win that. Asterbay found the defense. Obviously, a good move. I'm hoping his e5 pawn's extended like actually I have knight g4 now. Ouch. Knight g4. Almost didn't play it. That's got to be played. Okay, now going to the center with the king. Interesting move. Thoughtful. So I have d5. That's kind of weird. Seems sort of stupid. So I can play like rook d1 now. Alright, we're getting low on time. Man. This has been an absolute nightmare. But I can play e5. Maybe Wubba Dub Lub Lub like kind of underestimated that. What's up, guys, with this position? We're just in good shape here in this ending. But Bombas has a ridiculous amount of time. Lucky we're better there. This is just a draw. Alright. Wow. Where do I go? What do I do? Go here. Knight d5. It's up. Right. Okay, so he dropped a pawn, it looks like. Knight e5, we're lucky to get that out. Get it out. I thought this was an exchange. I hope I didn't miscalculate something. Stephen Emily gained 17 minutes. That's very funny. Very humorous, Stephen. Here. King h1. c6 or rook. Yeah, rook down. This is probably winning. Yeah, this is annoying. Played h4. That was sort of weird. Okay, whatever. Everybody's playing blitz, including me. Yeah, but it looks like Wubba Dubba Lub Lub made a real mistake. You taking? Taking on e6 first, yeah, that's mandatory. Snapped a pawn. And then we're taking this pawn, pawn for pawn, Earl Dixon. We're all over. We're all over Bombast. Total control. This is a draw. Forced draw. And this is equal. Now what? Well, he's got some nasty ideas. Not really. Alright. We're getting low on time. That's our biggest enemy. Right, we snap this guy. We're winning. What's up here? We're better here too. Got rid of that very awkward knight that was just driving me nuts, man. Merle. I don't know. Against Merle, I don't know. I can challenge his knight. Maybe he accepted my draw offer. Knight check. H3. Just make sure our king is safe. Here we're winning in ascending. I mean, it should be winning. Asterbate has to lose the exchange to stay alive. He's got a little bit of compensation, maybe. Now what? That knight is kind of dangerous, I think. So I play queen d2. Still some play remaining. G3, g4 is a draw. This is a draw. So, Steven, that's interesting. Yeah, Steven, nice rating. Very realistic. Okay, what's up? We're better against Bombast. He's sort of hanging around. Rook a8. That looks difficult to deal with. And you can't take the time with you. Like the Egyptians. Having more time doesn't give you any extra points. Here, as far as I know, the last time I checked, but I'm not sure. Alright. Pawn takes pawn. Grab this. Probably missed something there. Asterbate. Is Asterbate hanging around? Yes. He's still alive. Gotta be creative here. Okay, d4. That's an idea. I like my king safe. Whoa. What just happened? Pawn takes pawn. Yeah, g5. Wow, that's nice. Crazy. Bob has a lot of time too, and he played g5. g5 is not a bad position. Not a bad idea, but I'm having trouble with time here with Bombast. I don't know what to do. Man, Bombast has 30 minutes. Bombast is being ridiculous with the time. Alright. Finally won that e5 pawn. Thought so. Thought that pawn would go. Now c6. You can't take it with you, my friend. Rook c6, knight takes e5. No. So, it's very, very hard to make any sort of progress here of a realistic variety. The pawn is just too strong. Extremely annoying. d4 could be a problem. Oh my goodness, I just dropped that. So I've got to think queen takes or king castles. King castles. King castles. It's just castle. King castle. It's like king crab. Alright. He's in like Flynn, as they say. Alright, we're gonna do our stuff. Try to do some stuff too. Rook takes, check endgame. Here, we're a pawn. This is just winning. We are winning. Pawn up. Where's my lag control? Check. But Asterbate just dropped a piece, man. I mean, that has to be wrong. Okay, interesting move there with counterplay. e5. Bishop takes. Ooh, bishop takes is interesting, but he's like winning a piece with some tricks. Oh, I have a knight check. Let's go. Knight g4, yes. Oh my god. Another trick. Wow. Okay, so I have to go home. House is getting on time. That's like a cheapo. Okay, this is a draw. No, that's not a stalemate. It's called something else. Yes. Here. Bishop takes c4. Snap a pawn. I don't think I have anything better. What is... Bombas has some trick? No, come on. Here. That's a check. No funny stuff now. Okay, this thing is very strong. This bishop, that's domination. What gave me the pawn? He's playing for stalemate. He's a real con artist. Yeah, that was enjoyable. Really funny, dude. Wow, I didn't think you would try to pull that off. That looks pretty risky from Badfish. Trying to trap my bishop. The hanging rook variation. What is going on? H5. Man. Going under 4 minutes is not an option. Chessitude. Chessitudes. What do you want to do? Here, just accept it and move on, I guess. Okay. You know how to make friends and influence people, Steven. You really do, dude. All right. Man, this is pretty brilliant. Nice defense there. Darn. Still worse. I thought I was like getting out of it. Maybe I missed something. I don't know. Bishop takes g6. H takes g6. What do you want to do? Try a piece sacrifice with like knight h4? That looks kind of cool. Rook takes d7 and take. Just bishop takes d6. Not too much time to think about it. Bob lost his queen, which was very careless. It was a very careless dude. We're picking up an exchange back and more. An interest. Acerbate just gets mated here. Actually, should be thoughtful. Helps to be thoughtful. Yeah, this is really entertaining. Okay, take. That's not cool. We've got just hanging out here. We're just kind of hanging out. Koto has huge time. We won a rook. It's Etium. This is mate. You're gonna stalemate there. Now the house took with the pawn, which surprised me because I really thought that that was not the safer way to do it. But maybe he knows what he's doing. Okay, so g5, we take with the b. We play this position. That was very interesting. Reliable rating. It's like 1300 plays like a 2000. Typical. Okay, f3. What do we got? Anything here? Exchange sacrifices, something. Give me something to work with. Rook on the 7th, probably not a bad place to start. Yeah, he just fearless. He's sacking a piece here. Oh, it's not sacking a piece. Oh, that's a problem. I thought f6 was hanging, but apparently it's not. Okay, it's good to know. Could be an issue. Yeah, f4 looks good, actually. It's going back. Okay, rook here, double up. Double defense. So some of my opponents are actually in time pressure. That's winning. Should be 5 there. Now there's the g7, but I can play this. So getting out of this with a tactic. I think knight takes e5 was interesting. Is knight takes better? Probably not. What just happened? Bishop d4. Okay. Oh, we got the pass pawn. We should be winning this. But it's not that easy. This guy is playing for a win. He beat me once, as I said earlier, recently. This is obviously over. Max didn't use his time. And now knight takes g6. Maybe I have queen takes g6. Queen takes g6. And I've got some pawns for the piece. Queen takes g6, queen takes g6, rook takes d7, check. Queen f7, then e6. Oh my gosh, does that work? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Queen takes, rook takes, d7, rook takes, queen takes. That's nice. But I mean, does it even do anything? Does it even do anything? Whereas like rook takes, d7 and queen takes is a little more forcing. But I'm down like a rock in that position. Well, we can always do that whenever we want to. This should be winning, I thought. The in-between move. I did see that. I wasn't real happy about it, but I got on the 7th. You take. I play king c8. And then we could even play e5 here, but that's too slow. I don't want to defend passively and be worse. So down, check, down. He goes rook c1, and I'm worse. No, I've got a pass pawn. It's not that simple. So he's trading. All right, enough of that. Okay, it's all good. Take toward the center. The pawn center. Uh-oh. Let's play b4. Bishop f4. What's up now? Not clear. What's going on here? Ooh. Yeah, I probably want to go to that square. I like bishop d1 or something. Koto's time is like ridiculous, man. How does he have so much time? Queen there. Rook f1. Man, I like my position against s4. Check. Am I just winning here? Wow. Is there a trick here? Yes. There is a trick I missed, apparently. Seems to save him. In some lines, at least. Whoa. Well, there's no reason to take that, like, right away. Is there? Well, other than the fact that I'm like losing on time. Knight on d4 is nice. Yeah, I should probably do something active. Doodliness hanging on there pretty well. This is a winning rook ending. Probably, I would assume. e6. Bishop. Very compact. Good king. Okay, I'm on the 7th. I mean, shouldn't I be better? Not so simple. Okay, what am I doing? Queen f3. Maybe I have to bring my rook back. Strange to do that, but you know what? Probably the right idea. Gasim Janov. Alright. I'm losing that pawn back, but this is really good for me. I'm down a rook. I forgot he could do that. Okay, that's embarrassing. I'm just going to lose to the bad fish. Wow. That was like a total hallucination. Damn. Man, I thought I was going to have like... I forgot you could take my rook. That's crazy. Okay. Good one. What the heck just happened? Oh my gosh. So... Alright, well, I'm just lost now. I guess. Right? This is just lost. Yes? Alright, I resign. I lost. When you lost, you lost. I mean, what can I do? So, lots of pressure here, but running out of time is an issue. Crazy combination there. Nice. Knight endgame. That's kind of complicated. And where is this coming from? And he just takes everything. The key pawn. I just resign. I'm lost here too. This is just hopeless. Really well calculated stuff there in that one. Yeah, I couldn't keep up with it. This is pretty weird. What's going on here? So check. Yeah, this looks just over as well. Sadly. I'm just totally toast. I give up. That's over. That game was really sick calculation. He didn't have much time. He found a lot of strong moves without a lot of time. That was impressive. All right. Lost 2. I'm pretty convinced that those were just over. Well, the one was clearly over. The other was obviously lost. I offered a draw here. He declined. This has been interesting. Not quite sure like what the deal is, but he's insanely fast and playing really, really well lately. He beat me like 2 games ago. I didn't make a move. What the heck just happened? He made a move instantly? Wow, that's weird. He just like instant made a move. Wow. He could just insta-make moves. I think we're gonna have to get crafty here in this one, but I don't see it how it's gonna work actually. He moved the king away, so I can go here. I don't know what good this does, but we're hoping that it does something. Going into the ending here, losing my a pawn back. I did lose 2. So if I move my king away, this is kind of weird. If I move my king away, I can go h5. Oh man, that's a crusher. Okay. So yeah, we're taking the f-file from Pazzernazzi now, and that was counterintuitive. Now he has this weird position. I'm just not quite sure what's going on here. It was sort of unavoidable. I was going to lose some games. Now king takes, we're okay. Pick those pawns up, we should win. Now the F file. I need to the light bulb is like blinking. Old-fashioned light bulbs, they're the best. So what am I doing here? Trying to win, trying to draw. I mean, I should be better with a protected passed pawn, but he's got this amount of space that makes things kind of difficult to do. I just don't see how I'm going to win. Here I have some chances. Okay. Yeah, King F7, I guess. Need to do that. Queen. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching and playing. Tomorrow we're going to play Blitz and Rapid Chess. This is kind of awkward. I'm up a pawn there in that one. Maybe we're better there. Doesn't seem like he's interested in a draw in this game. But I have no idea how he's going to win. It's kind of the weird thing. He's going to rely on time, I guess. Okay, trade. Now we're up upon this knight ending. That should be good. Queen E2. Gave me the C file. Playing H5. Going for it. Like what? Okay, whatever. So we're just winning. Or finally, he has something there. This looks actually pretty good. Chess tossed around in very bad time pressure. Under some pressure. We got 11 wins, 4 draws, 2 losses. The queen is hanging. And other stuff. Collector of souls. And other cool stuff. Queen d4 check. Actually saves the tempo in some lines. Alright, whatever. Okay, so now how do we resolve this? We move our king up and win the game, right? Like king c5. Go active king. Hopefully, we're better against s4, who didn't get any action this game. He didn't get his usual stuff. His usual stuff is quite dangerous. Hatzer Nacional did a good job hanging on. And look on the 7th. This looks really strong, probably winning. And we just go back and we pick up the pawns in due time. Alright, so we got the pawn. 1 down, 10 to go. Now it's like c3, right? c3, it's a trick. Stupid pet tricks. Queen takes a2. No. Queen e6 looks kind of cool, but he's on my a pawn. He's got tricks himself. Oh man, come on. Leave me alone. He's on h6. I've got to go and blockade this one. Man, I don't know if I'm even winning this. I never had a perfect simul. I came really close recently. That should be a technical win. Want a piece here. It's also winning. So he didn't take the pawn. The pawn, the rook c2. Alright, and now we got technical ending land. Okay, queen check is one thing, but I think... Oh, I'm going to drop a piece. Nice. Nice. So I have to play a queen ending now? Yeah, come on. Queen ending could be really tricky. He goes after that pawn. How fast is my pawn? That's the real question. Speaking of fast pawns, a4. We're not going to give him anything here. Got a nice protected passer. Alright, that one. This is a grind, but very, very good winning chances for black. Any kind of rook end game. Right. Now we really need to just get our stuff mobilized again and generate some threats against his king. Guys, check out our Discord channel, pub/. He's blockading. Improve the king, I guess. Well, so somebody calculated this queen ending. Check, check. Check and take, and then king over. Wait a minute, I trade queens, he plays king d7, I play king f2. Plays king e7, I play king f3. Plays king f6, I play king f4. Or wherever. This should be winning for me. Here, take. I need 1, 2, 3. He needs 1, 2, 3. So I mean, this should be winning. I probably fell for some trap or something. Okay. Yeah, this is not so easy to win, but I should be able to just gain space and slowly creep up. Now h5. h5. I want it to be maximum distance while I try to promote. So I guess we go here. Maybe I should just go e5, knight takes pawn, e4, knight check. Yeah, maybe we just go. Their queen ending. Popular ending today. Queen a6, does it do anything? Not really. Other than that, it's great. So, I don't know. I like king and pawn end games in general when I'm pawn up. Get our rook active. This looks pretty good. Get the active king. Maybe f4. f4 on the right color. I really can't argue against it. I mean, he has e5 there, and then, no, that's not healthy. Okay. Yeah, we're coming up. This really should be good for me. Do we consider g4? Then I'll have, like, no space. No. He found it. e6 check. a4 might not be a bad move. But it might be a bad move. Alright, let's go. Just go. What if I misplayed this? King g4. Some freaky endgame. I'm just going to be a pawn up in this ending. Rook there. Well, I don't want to lose my a pawn, plus he's on my e7 pawn, so now I have to... We have to play little games now. Queen e6. Take the pawn. This should be winning. I mean, what the heck? Just like up a pawn in a king and pawn end game. I mean, that's got to be winning. What are we doing now? Rook c4, queen e5 check, move the a pawn. You just move the a pawn, I guess. Alright, you're on my pawn, so I've got to protect it. There we go. He's still with us, but no cigar. This should be a simple win in this king pawn endgame. I don't imagine him having one extra rank should compensate for being down a pawn. So that should be pretty straightforward. Usually S4 is one of our toughest opponents. I'd say he's seriously near master strength. Thanks for the game, Gazim. Alright guys, 21 games down. We've got 5 ongoing. International Master William Paschall. 15 wins, 4 draws, 2 losses. Alright. I will accept that correspondence challenge, but just after the simul. This is a very, very cagey and strange move. It's like I'm going to have to triangulate in order to win. Kind of lose a move. Yeah, rook c5 is best. But I think I just have too much here. I mean, what's he going to do? He's basically like frozen. If I just play g3, he's literally frozen. Paralyzed like forever. Rook b2 drops a pawn. Check and take. Yeah, this has got to be winning now. h4. All right. I thought king h4 he was going to do or something weird, but that shouldn't change anything. What time is it? Oh, it's 7:30 already? Wow. Forgot the simul goes so long. 7:30. We should be done about now. Some long games today. It's a full 3 hours. For a 40-40 simul, that's really long. To have 5 games at this point after 3 hours, almost 3 hours. Okay, it's like 2 hours, 50 minutes. I think we just play c4. He's gonna play bishop somewhere weird. I don't believe it. c4 may be a weird move too, actually. Okay, rook endgame. This is a win, but it's gonna take a little bit of careful play. Oh, we got some progress. Putzer, he's trying to set something up there. Can I take on h4? Can I take on h4, sir, or not? I don't know. I want to go here. Make him decide. Check. So he's on that pawn, but I can force him back. No problem. And he did get the e5 in. I just don't believe that's enough. I just have too much play here. Let's see. Alright, we really should be winning that. He takes. He might have enough counterplay in this one. I have a check on b7 though. I wonder if that helps at all. Probably not. Oh man, he's probably gonna draw this, but I don't know. c5, man, that's not really. I'm not loving it, you know, like McDonald's. Knight g4. How is he stopping this? He's got the checks. Stupid checks. Seriously? He's gonna be able to stop me? Oh my god. Man, I thought I was totally winning. Wow. This is probably a draw. Can't believe it. Patzer Nacional. And this pawn looks pretty strong, but still it's not enough. Check and then e6. Right there. Go after the pawn. He just gets all my pawns. Can't believe it. Oh. Not even paying attention. Okay. So king d1. King h6. Look at that. Tricky move. Now what? Bishop f5. Now maybe c5. I mean, I have two strong passed pawns here. c5 drops a pawn. Why do I keep coming up with it? And my guy's hanging. Nice. What the heck? Testosterone with the defense. And my pawn's hanging. Oh, this is comic. Nice. Nice. Wow. Alright, we just gotta sack everything. I mean, this is winning. A couple of these are sure wins. This one's a little tricky. We should be able to win this. This is like 2 pawns up, easy win. Testosterone got this counterplay from hell, basically. He's got the counterplay from hell now. She's not supposed to have any. Played like a genius. He's a very, very resourceful guy. Queen c8. Oh man, another genius move. Queen takes d5 or e6. He's going to perpetual me. This is just getting really weird. I don't know. I just don't know. What's going on here? He can just take the pawn. Alright, we're just winning. This is good. This one we're definitely winning. I mean, we've actually only got, what, 3 games left. We lost 2. I'm not going to review games, no. This has been really long. I'm going to be out of here. Who is that? Etium, or Etium. Good night, Saul. Thanks for the game, man. And thank you guys who donated. Earl Dixon, JCS. Donated bits to the stream. We have emotes now. Yeah, check it out, guys. Sludgy emotes. Now c5, finally. I had the wrong pawn. We have 2 passed pawns. Man, is it worth nothing? Okay, this is just too many pawns. I can't believe this. That's another one. We lost 2. Thanks for playing, guys. Yeah, he just committed suicide. Alright, that's it for that game. So we're down to Testosterone and Patzer Nacional. Patzer grabs the pawn. I play e7. He doesn't have a perpetual, right? Let's go to this one. He's losing on time. So I can't check him, but he doesn't have perpetual. You know, I just play e7, so he's lost, I guess. That's why he was losing on time. I mean, there's just no way he's going to stop that pawn. And or give me perpetual check. Because I have the G pawn. In our other game, Testosterone did a great job hanging on. I'm sure he was lost. But now he's actually got some counterplay. Probably not quite enough. Hopefully. He checked me, which I missed. So what's up? I gotta go to like A3 or somewhere very awkward. But you can't stop the pawn, right? Queen F2. He has that move. Oh my god. Okay, I have to go to H3. He has D3. That's insane. If I play Queen F2, he has E3. That's so sick. Unbelievable. So I have to go to H3. Is he going to have a save here? Does he really have a draw? With perpetuals? Maybe. Looks very possible. Extremely possible. I don't have another way to play. I mean, Queen F2, I missed E3. Sick. Queen ending is a draw. So King A3. Both guys supposedly in time pressure, but they're not going to lose on time. Rook takes F7. My A pawn's pretty strong. But I don't know about this. This is pretty dicey. Now I queen. He has check on H5. Now we grab this with check. Now how is he going to stop that guy? Rook takes F5. No, I got C6 as well. Both pawns very strong. Actually, the C pawn's like almost harder to stop. A6. He can stop that. Rook E7 check. Okay, maybe A6 or C6. Let's see. C6, the thing is he's going to sort of set up tricks. C6. King D6. C7. You know, that's pretty annoying. A6. Maybe the A6. So he's got mate with Queen H1. That is a perpetual the other way. That's unbelievable, man. I mean, that's like a study. That's just ridiculous. So he's going to draw by force now. I have knight. I have to make a knight check. How do I under promote? Menu. Oh, no, it lets you, right? Crazy. All right. I can under promote. What? I thought it was on... I just made a queen. Did I just mate myself? I thought it was set to like... Darn. I thought it was set to... I just mated myself. No, I thought it was set to promote... Like, give me a choice of promotions. Oh well. Yeah, you're kind of lucky, dude. I was like, oh wait. No, that I was like, no, it asks me what I want, you know, usually. But apparently I didn't have it set. I had it set to auto promote. I was about to like check it. This is another amazing save. Pretty insane defense with no time, like 0 time. He's played perfectly. I don't know what I can do. It feels like I should be winning, but somehow I don't think I can. Let's see. So it's not a mate. It's just a perpetual. Well, it's a mate if I go to g5. Yeah. Well, anyway, it wasn't easy. I'm not sure the other way was easy either. You know, even if I make a knight, I'm not sure it's that easy. C'est la vie. So now, the problem is, I'm not certain I'm winning. Okay, Patzer Nacional is a draw. Nice save, man. 18 wins, 4 draws, 2 losses. Alright, this thing. Pawn on the 7th. Rook b7 is not enough because of rook a8. Only move. Seems like I should be winning, but he's going to get counterplay, you know, and his pawns are going to start running down the board. Just, it's perverse. Anyway, super long simul. This is nearly 4. I mean, it's been over 3 hours. Yeah. For this time control, I guess that's standard. I don't know. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow, Monday, with Blitz and Rapid Chess. Same time, 4:30 p.m. CEST. Caruana endgame. Yeah, that's what I need for the last game. With Chess Testosterone, you can't judge him by his score against me. He's actually played some really insanely tough games. Time 3 hours 12 minutes. So I don't know, man. I mean, it feels like I should be winning here, but like king d4, king b4, okay, and then he just runs. King d4, c6. He's just making progress. Maybe like he's winning in this position. That would be like unbelievable. But I don't see how the heck I win here. Maybe there's some way. I really just don't see it. Let's try like rook b7, threatening rook b8. Maybe I can win. You know, like rook b7, threatening rook b8, and then bishop d5. But why didn't he play bishop d4 or king d4 there? I'm very scared of his connected passed pawns. You know, that's why I'm not certain about this. But whoa, so he has this move as well. Okay, this is a different approach. He's gonna like sack the bishop or something. But that's not what I expected. He didn't even see king d4, he says. King d4 makes sense. Now I'm out of the woods, at least as far as losing, hopefully. The question is, am I winning? You know, it's very likely I'm winning here. I wouldn't say it's trivial, but, you know, my pawn's pretty far advanced. My king is close to it. I can sack the bishop, you know, for one of his pawns at least, and slow them down. So 18 wins, 5 draws, 2 losses, good score overall. Anyway, guys, we'll be back all week this week normally, I think, starting with Monday, 4:30 p.m. Thanks, Soltigo. Sorry you didn't get in the simul, buddy. I don't know what happened there at the beginning. Soltigo got kicked out of the simul somehow. But did we ever figure that out while I was playing? How Soltigo got unregistered from the simul? Did anyone piece that together? Yeah, I know he's Turkey Man. Is it okay if you resign? It's okay with me, man. You're welcome to resign. I think it's probably winning for me now, but I'm not certain it was. I'm not certain it was. Queen h4 check threw away my advantage. It was you. You kicked him out. All right, simul complete. Back to the simul. 19 wins, 5 draws, 2 losses. So I was winning against Patzer Nacional. This guy, Lizard King, is on the blacklist, okay? Anybody else pull that? Like register and then quit after 3 moves? No more Lizard King. And E. Sterling. I don't know what happened with E. Sterling, but that's not acceptable to quit after 8 moves as well. So, alright, Soltigo. I will see you guys next time. It's been quite a good simul. Congratulations to the 2 winners. And we will see you guys on Monday, tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. EDT for Rapid and Blitz Chess. Say bye, Panda.
Hey, good job, guys. 2 wins. Okay, nobody played H5. Well, at least S4 played H5. Nobody played H4.
All right, guys. We will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to the channel on Twitch. Also, check out my videos on YouTube. We upload all the videos, all the streams over there on YouTube. Video chess training on YouTube. We will see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye-bye. Don't forget to support the stream with bit donations and PayPal if you can afford it. I much appreciate it. I will see you guys later. And JCS did play H4. That's right. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Thanks, Soltigo. Later, guys.